Welcome to a PvP guide video, the kind of video that after being awake for 36 hours, I thought would be a great idea to make for you fine citizens of the internet. I might make more of these, I don't know, we'll see. Let's learn some PvP. Let's start with a typical PvP situation. You're just minding your own business, shooting fireballs at people, and then you turn around and the entire enemy team is all around you. Unfortunately, this is a reality in PvP, and unfortunately, part of PvP is dying a lot. Especially when you're learning, you're going to die a lot. And of course, that's why you're watching this video. So let's start with lesson number 1, don't lose your shit. PvP is exciting, but you gotta stay calm. Seriously, the calmer you are, the better decisions you make, and the better you can PvP. And I think this also includes stuff like trash talk. Whether you're dishing it out or taking it, it's not really going to make you play better or make you make better decisions in the fight. So, turn around, lots of enemy players, don't panic. Lesson number 2, know your shit. You gotta know your build. You gotta have a good PvP build. There are lots of builds that you can find all over the place, and lots of videos showing gameplay of how to play them. If you don't have a proper build, well, you're just gonna die, and that means you failed the video. Also, practice your build against mobs and stuff. Seriously, learn those combos ahead of time. It helps a lot. PvP is all about timing, so you want to be as comfortable as possible with your build. So, if you did your homework, you'd know that any of the rapier skills here are a viable option to keep myself alive for the time being. Lesson number 3, you're fighting players. Players are, believe it or not, intelligent. They will learn from what you do, and you can learn from what they do. If you see a pattern that someone uses, they will likely use the same combo or pattern again. And you will likely see similar combos and patterns from the different weapon sets that people favor for damage or survival. It's important to watch and learn these things because then you can predict what people are going to do in a fight before they do it. Movement and positioning are insanely important in PvP, and learning to predict the flow of battle can be the difference between getting yourself some kills and just getting steamrolled by a bunch of enemy players. So, past experiences have told me that it's a pretty safe bet that they are going to attack me at this moment as they all converge. There's a lot of enemy players and one of me, and usually in this situation, enemy players tend to be very aggressive. Would you look at that? I managed to guess right, and the defensive play went in my favor. Now, this is a great moment to be calm for. I kind of have the upper hand after that move, and I don't have to just run away from these guys anymore. Lesson number 4 of not dying in PvP, kill the other guy. That's right, if the other guy is dead, he can't kill you. It's a great way to keep yourself alive. Even in a situation where you have multiple players attacking you, putting some offensive pressure back at them, even if it's not enough to kill them, will deter them from attacking you. They'll back up, they'll heal themselves, they won't be as aggressive, and if they decide to be as aggressive and overcommit, it opens up an opportunity for you to actually kill the opponent. Remember, you're fighting another player. They'll react the way that a person would react, and their top priority usually is to keep themselves alive. So in this situation, if I run, a good chunk are probably going to try to chase me. It's definitely a viable play, but what if I attacked right now? Number 1, they probably don't expect it. In most situations, when a rapier player gets this move off, they are likely going to get the hell out of there. So chances are, I'm going to catch them by surprise. Next, I know what I have left on my kit. I have both my gap closers, so I have an option for attacking and an option for escaping. And if I do attack, I have to be fast, because they're going to try to hit me with a counter stun right away. Of course I'm going to go for it. Flesh into the backstab, roll away, fireball for the finish. As they come out of the stun, they already have all those attacks preloaded, and I'm going to go for the burnout right away at the end of the roll so I can get out of there as soon as possible. And here you get to see those results. Not only did one enemy player go down, but everybody else is backing up and playing defensively now, which gives me a great opportunity to heal up and attack again or get away. Congratulations, now you know how to not die in PvP, so if you die out there, it's your fault, not mine. But just in case that wasn't enough material, let's watch a little bit more fight. The idea to not dying is pretty simple here. Get in, deal damage, and get out quickly. You can see people are already shooting at me as soon as I start delivering my AoE. The important thing here is that I'm canceling all of my abilities with rolls to keep as many iframes up as possible, and I'm not overstaying my welcome. I know that my build is a very movement-focused build, so I try to change directions as often as possible, especially if I get interrupted by an opponent like that. Make sure that I dodge in a different direction after the interrupt. And even while attacking, constantly rolling behind my opponents or going through them with my moves just opens up more offensive opportunities where they're not hitting me and I'm hitting them. And in this case, it opened up that offensive opportunity for me to get the kill on that player. I hope you all enjoyed this guide. If you like this kind of stuff, let me know. Maybe I'll make some more like it. If you have an awesome clip you want to see in the New World Top 5, you can send that to Kristofer at pvpnewworld.com. A big thank you to our sponsor ExpressVPN, help keeping you safe on the internet. And of course, a big thank you to all of my patrons on Patreon. And would you look at that, guys? I did it wrong. I went and died. Have a good night, everybody. I'll see you next time.